Sankath Udupa has been selected for the Hopkinton High School Renaissance Scholarship, has earned the Business Professionals of America Nationals qualification, and has been selected for the United States Air Force Math and Science Award. Evan Van Beek is the recipient of the Science Department Award for Anatomy and Physiology. Samuel Vasington has been awarded the Mary Corby Memorial Scholarship and has earned the Business Professionals of America Nationals qualifications. Ria Villas has been granted the Annette Joyce Floor Memorial Scholarship and the Mark Bavais Leadership Foundation Scholarship. Jeffrey Wang has qualified for the International VEX World Championship. Jillian Wenwick has been selected for the Hopkinton High School Renaissance Scholarship. Veronica White has been awarded the Hopkinton Marathon Fund Scholarship, the Hopkinton Farmers Market Scholarship, the Hopkinton Teachers Association Scholarship, and the Hopkinton Women's Club Scholarship. Jari Zaidi is the recipient of the Linda Carner Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations to all of the recipients and all of the graduates. We are so proud of you.
At our graduation, all 5 emotions are at play. First, of course, there's the sadness that comes with leaving behind the place we have known for most of our lives. Some of you may even feel, like Riley, that your world is being turned upside down and inside out. And it's okay to feel that way. Just remember that the sadness you are feeling comes from a place of gratitude and love. We are lucky to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Second, there's fear. It is completely normal to be nervous about change. No one expects making new friends, starting a job, or moving hundreds of miles away to be stress-free. But a fun fact I learned in psychology class is that there is virtually no physiological difference between the sensations of fear and excitement. So when you are looking at your future and you are nervous because nothing is certain, remind yourself that this is also an exciting time. Every obstacle that you were faced with before, you have overcome. And now, once again, you will find your way. Next, there's the ultimate teenage emotion, disgust. Yes, it is completely disgusting to think that from now on, you will have to clean your own sweaty gym clothes. Sadly, there will be no magic fairy to do your laundry next year. No matter how much it disgusts you, you must confront your dirty socks. Tide detergent is your new best friend. And that leads to the 4th emotion, anger. I doubt anyone is angry about being done with high school homework or checking Power School or with the morning traffic on Hayden Row Street, but some of you may be angry about the injustices that you see in the world, things that you hope our generation can change. When you're angry, don't listen to the people who tell you it's not a big deal or that nothing can be done. We need people who care, people who are ready to work to make our world a better place. Channel your anger into something productive. Solve the problems that frustrate you.
Each of you has had a unique past or set of experiences here in Hopkinton. Some of you will take your Hopkinton experiences with you, your own comforting nostalgia, to wherever you're going next year. Some of you may be eager to start more anew. Your own hearts and minds will determine what gets packed into your lifetime suitcase. As you venture forth, I think you'll see that normal isn't really a thing. Why not? because lots of things are in flux in your individual lives, in your local communities, and in the world. In short, your luggage is constantly shifting in flight. Further, I'm not sure that we can actually define normal, and that's a good thing. Normal, when we say it, often refers to the way most people are. Yet in truth, there is no real normal. Every individual person has his, her, or their own set of circumstances, values, and hopes. Too often, we use normal as a means to exclude those who are not like some other group of people. Too often, we use normal when we mean complacent. Too often, we use normal as the absence of transformative change. Too often, normal implies acceptance of things that should be changed. So, while you might have become familiar with the term the new normal in the context of the pandemic, the lesson I want you to take away is that there isn't a normal, and there ought not to be a commonly accepted normal. Any normal you establish would only be your version or definition of it. I want you to establish your own transient normal that will be only your normal, at least for a fleeting period, until the next normal arrives.
Firstly, I want to thank the administration, custodial staff, and bus drivers for working outside their usual hours to make sure every event we ran smoothly. Thank you to our parents, from donating everything from chips and Gatorade to their time and money. And also, special thanks to our class parents, Ms. Graziano and Ms. Proschetter, who have always done much more than we've asked of them. Thank you to our teachers for taking the time to chaperone our events, and special thanks to those teachers that took the time to move our homework and our assessments around our events. And obviously, thank you to our students. We've had some absolutely unforgettable moments together. I mean, who can erase from their memory the mind-boggling sight of Kyle and Greg doing backflips at prom? And let's not forget about the deja vu when they hit another backflip at homecoming. And who could have predicted Kyle and Greg on the boat cruise, another epic backflip? In all seriousness, no matter what we planned, it was you who truly made each moment unforgettable. Your incredible energy, enthusiasm, and your surprising lack of creativity contributed to the memories that we will never forget and will always bring a smile to our face. Lastly, we wanted to give our biggest thanks to our class advisors, Ms. King and Ms. Elder. Aside from your already strenuous roles as guidance counselors, you both chose to take on the added responsibility of becoming class advisors. Your sacrifices in time and energy have truly gone a long way in making our high school experience the best that it could possibly be. A dynamic duo, Ms. Elder's endless pit of experience and Ms. King's never-ending creativity made the perfect combo to tackle every problem that came our way. Thank you for always being there for us. From spending the first 5 minutes of every meeting checking in on us to always providing us with emotional support, you guys have been our pillar of strength throughout high school, helping us through our highs and our lows. I want to conclude by giving a special thanks to Ms. Elder, who has chosen to spend her last year at HHS with us. We know that your smile, positive attitude, and experience will be greatly missed. Now I invite you both to receive a special gift from us. And speaking of Ms. Elder, I would like to invite her back up to the podium to give out this year's Marion T. Harris Award.
The Marion T. Harris Award is granted annually to honor the memory of a former teacher who dedicated her life and career to the students of Hopkinton High School. Marion Harris began teaching in Hopkinton in 1935 and taught in this town until 1980. Her roles during this tenure were chemistry teacher, science department head, coach of multiple sports, assistant principal, and even acting superintendent. She was also advisor to many clubs, classes, and the student council. In other words, she was involved in everything at Hopkinton High School. The Marion T. Harris Award is presented each year to the senior who best exemplifies the ideals of this amazing educator: academic achievement, involvement in extracurricular activities, a strong respect for teachers and peers, a commitment to service, and a willingness to face challenges with compassion and determination. This year's recipient is a true leader and an exemplary role model. In good times and in bad, she has led with compassion, integrity, humility, and openness. She has led numerous activities, making them fun and inclusive experiences for everyone. Through difficult times, when COVID impacted life for all, and when this class grieved the loss of a dear friend, she was sought out for guidance and comfort. To say that she handled this with grace and compassion is an understatement. I was not at all surprised when one of my senior students told me just how much everybody loves this person and described her as so kind, friendly, and welcoming. This year's recipient truly epitomizes the character and values of Marion T. Harris. She is an excellent student, a talented athlete, and an exceptional leader who embodies what it means to be a Hiller. As a class advisor, I have had the good fortune to work closely with this individual in her role as class president over the past 4 years. I am honored to present the Marion T. Harris Award to Shelby Jones.
I feel I have a unique connection with the class of 2023 for a variety of reasons. For one, as you may know, I have twin girls who are preparing for middle school, so please pray for me. And this class has 11 sets of twins, which from my recollection is the most we've had in my time here. So shout out to the Andersons, DeMcKellys, Feldmans, Hicks, Canes, Liptaks, Litchers, Mowers, Olgas, Torganese, and the Porzios. And of course, the O'Connors, the set of triplets. To those parents, please see me after because I need to know how you kept your sanity over the years. Kidding, of course, you've all raised amazing kids, and I can only hope mine are as respectful and kind in the years to come. Another connection I have with this group dates back to 2016. As part of my graduation speech for this class, I recorded some elementary students, mostly from Hopkins School, offering advice to the graduates. Who happened to impart such wisdom, you ask? Some very insightful fifth graders at the time, your very own Dan DeLeva, Caitlin Graziano, Anna Lindy, Harry Petrie, and Charlie Miller. Their advice ranged from the importance of being cool, jumping into a pool feet first, making the most of recess and friendships, and my personal favorite from Dan DeLeva, not being afraid to be an orange fish in a sea of blue fish. Obviously, Dan must have just watched Finding Nemo. And to his credit, he certainly took his own advice and was an orange fish in a sea of green fish, putting himself out there as a standout student council president, leading the charge with rebuilding the positive Hiller culture and bringing back many events post-COVID. I'm sure your loved ones in the crowd at some point thought to themselves, please never grow up. But you've arrived. You have been given all the tools you need to thrive. Now it is time to go out and use them. Class of 2023, after tonight, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. However, I'll remember fondly watching you all in times of celebrations, like the first day of school, senior sunrise, bringing back our first homecoming dance in years, admiring Lex K's ability to eat ice cream at the talent show, seeing you bond at the 50 nights of graduation cookout, letting you into the building after 10 p.m. for your senior prank, which in hindsight was a terrible idea on my end. And earlier this week at the always memorable Red Sox game and boat cruise. But I've also seen you come together in times of mourning, like after losing a classmate sophomore year far too soon. And while you may not all be the best of friends or have the same beliefs or interests, I have seen you stand together in both triumphant and trying times, and I deeply admire the way you respect one another. Before we part ways, I want you to know how proud I am of what you collectively and individually have become and achieved, and can't wait to hear about all the amazing things you will accomplish in life, whether big or small.
Derek Joseph Crow. Emma Marie Dacey. Ryan Darbanga. Kaylin Elizabeth Davis.
Principal of Hopkinton High School, I hereby proclaim that members of the class of 2023 standing before you have successfully met the requirements of a diploma as set forth by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and this school district. It is my distinct honor to declare them graduated.